It's at the end of Jesus' ministry. He knows he's going to the cross, and he knows that it's going to deeply affect his disciples that have been following him because their expectations, are out of the roof, that he's going to reform the Jewish nation and kick the Romans out. It's not going to be that way. It's not going to end that way. He's going to die. So at that particular time, he wants to prepare their hearts for what's coming. And he couldn't do it in a better way. What he said to them was, I'm going away. I'm returning to my Father. But when I do, I will send another comforter. And that comforter will be with you forever. The interesting thing that I find is that Jesus said another comforter, which gives the idea or the reality that Jesus himself was a comforter to his disciples. And I start to think, well, what kind of a comforter was Jesus? Because to be completely honest, when I think about Jesus, especially the one that's actually in the Gospels, there's a lot of Jesuses out there, but the one that's in the Gospels, okay, you're following me, you're tracking. I don't get a lot of comfort, at least of the buy a bucket of chicken and follow that up with a half a gallon of ice cream, get under my covers and watch, binge watch some TV, which really is what a lot of people think of comfort today. I want to get comfy and I want to feel good, and I don't really want to think about the things of life, and I don't want to be challenged at this moment. I just want to chill. And that's comfort. But that is not the comfort of Jesus. Actually, Pastor Tommy touched on a really brilliant view of Jesus as comforter in the boat. He was asleep on the boat. The storms came and the disciples were freaking out. He got up and said, "Where's your faith?" That was comfort. Because comfort in the sense of the Bible is to encourage. It means to rebreathe courage into the heart. And there's nobody that I know of that can breathe courage into the heart like having the Holy Spirit right at my side. And he is referred to as the Paraclete, just like where we get the word paraclete, right? It's the Greek word. The one who is at your side, walking with you through life. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. I will be with thee. I don't know anything that can encourage, that can strengthen our hearts like that. And Jesus said, I'm going, but I'm going to send another comforter, and he is going to be with you. That other comforter is the one we know in the Godhead as the Holy Spirit. And the Holy Spirit is going to be the focus of our work. Another example of Jesus as comforter was when Peter fell. He denied the Lord 3 times. And the thing is, Jesus knew that he had stuff in his heart that was going to hinder him from being able to fulfill the will of God. He knew that there had been a breach, that something had broken between him and Jesus. And Jesus had to heal that breach. And I love the way he didn't say, well, hey, we all make mistakes. He didn't do that. He came to Peter with the most direct of words. Do you love me? You know I love you. And then he came again. Do you really love me? And he was changing the Greek words, by the way. And Peter said, yes, I love you. And then the ultimate, the 3rd time, and a dagger. But this is comfort. A dagger. Do you really love me, Peter? Will you lay your life down for me, Peter? And he said, Lord, you know I will. And at that moment, his heart was restored. It was brought back to the place that God had intended it to be. And that's part of the work that the Holy Spirit will do in your life. He'll constantly draw you back into that relationship, because we have this horrible way of wandering and getting out of fellowship with God and missing God. And he's there to constantly prod us and constantly bring us back. There's a